Hi friends! So this week was W week and I hope you had fun exploring W words. I saw lots of great ones on Fresh Grade. Thank you so much for posting them. So our alphabet animal for this week is a worm. So it's W is for worm. So in front of you, you should have your W template. So we got our W and we have a circle. And then you should also have just a blank piece of white paper. You will also need a pink marker, pencil crayon or crayon, a black marker, pencil crayon or crayon, a green pencil crayon, and a brown pencil crayon. You will also need scissors and some glue. So the first thing we're going to do, my friends, is we are going to prepare our worm. So have your W template in front of you, and your pink is going to be used first. And we need to color in our worm. So our W will be our worm body, and then this is his head. So coloring him in, and it's okay if you go a little bit out of the lines because we will be cutting him out. So color him in, and again, you can choose whatever type of pink you would like for your worm. And with W's, you have these corners here, so make sure that you get into those corners. All right, so you're going to do the whole W, and then the head the same color of pink. And when you're done coloring, you will cut out your W and your head, so that in front of you, oh, and lid on when you're finished, in front of you, you will have your worm. So let's put this to the side for a second and let's bring our blank piece of white paper in front of us. So usually, my friends, with our alphabet animals, we have our paper like this, but we're actually going to turn it sideways like this so it looks like a rectangle in front of us. Okay, and what we need to do is we need to make the background for our worm. So worms usually hang out in the dirt. So we're going to make some dirt and some grass. So when we put our worm on, it looks like he's really small, hanging out down in the dirt. So the first things first, my friends, is we need to fold our paper in half. Lengthways. So you're going to take the top down and pull. And you may need an adult or older sibling to help you. So you want to match up the ends like that, and then smooth the crease. It's okay if it's not perfect. All right, and then open it back up. You should have two different sections. You can see the line down the middle. The top one will be our grass, and down here will be our dirt. So right now you will need in front of you your brown and your green crayon. So let's start with coloring our dirt. So down here I'm going to be coloring my dirt, and if you need to, you can just draw a really light line along that crease so you remember not to go past it, because this will go into our grass. So color in the bottom half of our page. You can also use crayon for this if you'd like. Oh, and I just lost my lead. It's important when you have your pencil crayon that you have a sharpener handy. We know that from class, don't we, my friends? All right, and you can keep coloring. Color the entire thing in, no white or blank spaces. Bring it all the way to the edge. Oh, this one is totally broken. Luckily, I have another brown I can use. And again, all the way to the edge. If you're working on a table, my friends, you may want to put something under here so that you don't get your color on the table. Okay, so after you've colored in all of your dirt, then you can get your green, and we're going to color in the top half of our paper green. And you're going to want to blend it with brown at the bottom. There's no white spaces, and holding down the paper actually helps. I find, to like holding down the sides, taking your time with this because, as we know, my friends, sometimes if you color too quickly, you can crinkle or rip the paper. Okay. So when you are done, my friends, you should have something that looks like this. So I have my top half green and my bottom half brown. So now, my friends, let's make our grass actually look like grass. And for this, we're gonna have to think way back to October when we did our pumpkin art and we painted white strips of paper green and then cut them up to make our grass. We're doing a similar thing here. So you're gonna wanna turn the paper so that the green is facing you. And for this, you're gonna get your scissors. Now, when we're cutting, we're gonna cut from the top of the paper in to this line. We're not gonna go past this line into the dirt. We also don't really want to make super, super, super small pieces of grass. You totally can, they just might rip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some thicker pieces of grass and I'm just gonna cut my paper down. I've got 3 so far. And it's okay if they're not all the same size, my friends, because in nature, grass is all different shapes and sizes. So you're welcome to do some little ones if you want to. All right. And your last one. Oh. Perfect. Okay, how many did I get in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like I have 9 pieces of grass. And if I turn it back around, you can see my grass like that. Okay, my friends, now it's time to put on our worm. So grab your W, and he's just gonna sit right in the middle of the page here, okay? So he's half in the grass, half in the dirt. Let's get our glue stick. So pulling the lid off, and let's bring the glue stick up, turn our W over, and let's glue back of our W. Do it twice just to make sure. Perfect. Oh, and he's really delicate, so make sure that you grab him with 2 hands. And place him on the paper. So make sure you don't push him down until you're exactly happy with where he is. Okay. Perfect. And pushing him down. Fantastic. And then, my friends, we need our head. And our head is going to go on this side of our W. He can go on either side, really. But I've decided I'm going to put him over here on the right side. So let's turn our circle over, glue the back, and then paste the head on. Perfect. Now I'm done with my glue stick. So twist your glue stick down before you put your lid on, please. And then, my friends, our worm is missing a face. So let's grab our black, and we're gonna add 2 black eyes and a smile. And then, my friends, when you see worms in nature, they have little lines on their bodies. So we're gonna add a couple lines here. So let's start near the head. I'm gonna add my black, 3 lines, and then on this part of my W, I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, and then we're moving over here, 1, 2, 3, and then over to our last little part of our W, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that I've made a pattern with the amount of stripes that I've done? All right, lid on. And that, my friends, is our worm. So we still have 2 more things that we need to do. We need to do our writing. So for this, my friends, choose a brightly colored marker to use. I'm going to use purple again. You guys all know that's my favorite color. And this time when you write your name, my friends, you might want to write it really small so that you have room for W is for worm. And I'm actually going to write it on one of my blades of grass. So Miss Grady. Really small. And then down here, we're going to do our writing. So starting over here, W, doing a capital W, is for worm. W, capital W, O, R, and N. Lid on. Remembering our spacing between our words, my friends. And also, please remember your lowercase letters for everything except for the beginning of worm and our first W. And that, my friends, is our alphabet animal for the week. So I hope you had fun making your worm. I can't wait to see them. Please send me photos if you make them. And it's kind of a very springy looking animal this week. There's been so much rain recently, so maybe you can go outside and see how many worms you can find. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching and talk to you soon. Bye.